Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Plants are a fabulous addition to any decor. They're budget friendly, they're great for the air quality in your home, and they can really bring a space to life. No pun intended. And by thinking outside of the box, you can really incorporate them into your decor regardless of your style. I find the best way to display them is in a utilitarian kind of a way, where decor is not only aesthetically pleasing, but functional, and the outcome as a whole is quite clever. Intrigued? Let me show you what I mean.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane.
I have this gorgeous vintage wash basin set that I scored out thrifting for around $5. I thought the shape and the details along the rim of the bowl were as stunning as the curves on the pitcher, and I do like it in this spot, but it's for sure lacking that oomph factor. I'm tired of using faux pick stems and everything, and I'm overfilling the bowl with tchotchkes and baubles. I'm going to elevate this vintage gem with some beautiful succulent that will look fabulous without taking away from the simplicity of this piece, which is what drew me into it in the first place. That's another example of using something else as a pot. But we're going to get all of these into there, and it's going to look beautiful and amazing, and it's really going to bring character to this piece, because as it is, other than decor, I have no use for it. And I mean, decor is a use, but let's give it a purpose, let's give it a meaning, let's give it something to do and to hold and contain life while aesthetically pleasing me. Yes, that's its new job. First thing is going to be deciding on placement. Do I want this in the middle? Do I want it off to a side? Do I want it in the back, in the center? Honestly, I think positioning it to the center back area, which will leave the front for my plants, is what's going to be the best look. It's all about the look. Where this container itself is so big, if you want to save on your soil, and because there's no drainage in it, this will also help with the plant and not keep it like muddy bogged down. It'll kind of let air filter through the soil still. Take one of the pots from one of the plants you're going to put in here and put it upside down in there. It takes up space, it leaves air, and it'll help irrigate the whole system.
And no one's there, and you wonder who even cares. Oh, come back to your breath, don't drift away from me. I will come down to remind you of before. We can fly away.
All the plants are in and the soil is at the level I want it to be at. And instead of just leaving it here, I'm going to elevate it a little bit more and using some of that Dollar Tree reindeer moss, I believe it's called, I am just going to cover the soil. This is twofold. One, it's definitely aesthetic. It's going to look really good in the whole piece. And I think it's kind of the final detail that it needs. And two, it actually helps when watering. When you pour the water into this and it goes over that reindeer moss, it's going to keep the soil from spilling out and over, from moving its place, kind of helps hold everything together. So, twofold there, looks great, serves a purpose, and this is absolutely adorable. I'm really in love with it, and I can't believe how amazing this piece looks. It looked great before, but now it really has a purpose. It has a mission, and that is to sustain the life that is adorning it. And I absolutely think it's gorgeous. You could do this with your kids. You could add some of those fairy garden elements. You can find those at the dollar store as well. That could be a cute project to do with them because I think that every child's room or nursery should have plants in it. Mine always did back in the 90s. There was spider plants, but they all had a ton of them in there because it's beneficial for the oxygen. It produces fresh air for them. I love having plants in the house, and this is a gorgeous way to display it. And it helps to put those collections to use. Instead of having pieces that just adorn the house, these are pieces that now adorn the house with a purpose and a pretty unique one. People will look at this and go, wow, where'd you get that? And you can either tell them or not. The choice is yours. But I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I love it. This is everything. It looks so good. And the moss right over the top, exactly the final detail that the piece needs, besides dusting the dirt off of it, of course. But this is gorgeous.
Your best kept secrets underground. Oh. Your hand on my chest, my heart beats for you. I keep my arms out and hold you like before. We can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear. Swept up and away from all our fears. How are we supposed to know on our own?
Did you see how easy that was and how it elevates such a basic, simple thing and really becomes a fundamental part of your decor? I love it. I feel like plants don't get the design recognition they deserve. They truly come in an endless array of shapes and colors and sizes. They're beautiful and gorgeous, and they can totally elevate your space in a sophisticated and budget friendly way. And by repurposing those collected treasures into one of a kind planters, you've really brought character and customization to your decor that you aren't going to find anywhere else. You're in control. Run with it. If you can envision it, you can make it happen. You know I'm in my element when I can create beauty in the mundane, and that's exactly what this is. I hope this has made you think. I hope you will look around your house, and I hope when you are out thrifting, you will also look at objects differently and think, what can I put in there? As always, thanks for joining me, guys. I hope to see you back here next week. Trust me, you are not going to want to miss the Trash to Treasure coming up. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, now is a great time to do so. I love sharing ideas with you guys about cooking and decorating and DIYing. So if all that sounds just as fabulous to you as it does to me, I hope to see you back here next week. Thanks so much, friends. Bye.
To know on our